Hello and welcome to the Sunday School classroom. Today I'm going to be telling you a story from this book. What is this book? Do you know? It's the Bible. The Bible is God's words to us, and everything in the Bible is true. Well, today we're going to be reading about a story that Jesus told. This comes from the book of Luke, chapter 18. It says, verse 10, two men went up to the temple to pray, one a Pharisee and the other a tax collector. Well, I'd like to act out the rest of the story. We're going to put a little bit different spin, but I think the idea behind it is going to be the same. So, two men went into the temple to pray. So, it said in the Bible that one was a Pharisee, that was a religious leader. He went in to pray. The other was a tax collector. And my friend Monkey is going to help me act this out, right, Monkey? So you be the tax collector. Well, the Pharisee went over to pray in the temple, and his prayer sounded something like this: Dear God, thank you that I am so good. I don't throw my bananas around or jump all over the furniture or run all over the place and swing through the trees like some people. I am so good and I do everything right. Now, the monkey or tax collector, his prayer sounded something like this. He didn't even want to look up to heaven. He said, Dear God, I know that I throw my banana peels around, and I know I jump on the furniture sometimes, and I swing through the trees, and I'm just so sorry. Well, which of those two prayers do you think God approved of or loved the most? It was the monkeys, it was the tax collectors, because the tax collector understood that he was a sinner. The Bible says we all are. We all sin and fall short of God's glory. So even though that Pharisee didn't want to admit it, he also threw his banana peels around just like Monkey. He had sin in his life too, even though he wanted to not admit it and say he was so perfect and so good so everybody could hear it. The prayer that God loved the most was the monkey, or the tax collector's prayer in the story, because it was a prayer that said, you know what? I need you, God. I know I've done wrong and I need your forgiveness. And did you know that whenever you ask God to forgive you, he always says yes. He always forgives you when you ask him. Well, thank you, Monkey. We're gonna do a little song, and it was in our Lifeway Gospel Project lesson curriculum. And so I will do that with you. We did it Sunday for Sunday school when I taught this lesson to 2-year-olds, and then I had another group of 3 and 4-year-olds, and they wanted to do it again and again. So stand up if you'd like to. The song goes like this. We are going to the temple, the temple, the temple. We are going to the temple to pray. Now get down on your knees like you're praying. Get down on your knees. Okay, we'll do it again. Okay, stand up again. We are going to the temple, the temple, the temple. We are going to the temple to pray. Get down on your knees. Okay, do you want to do it again? Okay, stand up again. Help me sing this time. You can kind of walk around until we say pray, and then you need to fall to your knees. We are going to the temple, the temple, the temple. We are going to the temple to pray. Get on your knees and pray. Well, let's head over to the art table and I'll show you how to make some prayer hands, okay? So for our art project today, we're going to make some prayer hands. So I'm just going to take my hand and trace it. So parents, you could trace your child's hand on a piece of paper like this. Okay, and then you can fold it just like this right at the edge of where you trace their hand, and then you can cut around it, but not on the fold. Okay, so there you go. That makes just a little pair of prayer hands. You can open it up and you can close it like that. Just a pair of prayer hands that you can fold together. That was a very simple art project that you could do for today. Well, I hope you enjoyed this fun Sunday school lesson, and I'll see you next week, okay? Goodbye. Have a great day.